folks, ever since the fallout of Beach Party Slam, we've seen a new Koko. I mean, a Koko that, up until then, was always a huge fan favorite. There wasn't anyone out there who could find a reason to hate Koko, but now people have been getting mixed reactions from what she's been doing in the recent past.
On her way to the ring, now residing in Silver Spring, Maryland, she is everyone's favorite Indian, Koko.
For the most part, Koko's the same as always, except the simple fact that she turned her back on Athena and attacked her in a bit of rage for two reasons. For one, because they lost the Women's Championships at Beach Party Slam, and because I guess Koko felt that she had no reason to move Athena anymore now that they were no longer Women's Champions. Remember, folks, and Koko's mind, she feels that Athena is one of the four people who has something to do with Mickie James quitting out of nowhere. But remember, folks, in Athena's last match, Athena did beat Mickie James in 20 seconds with 2 moves. In that match, Koko feels that there have been some type of inner workings and inside job perhaps with Ross River, Mitchell, and Athena, which led to Mickie James getting beaten 20 seconds. Despite the fact that Mickie James is a former XX champion, despite the fact that she was one half of the current Women's Champions, getting jobbed, getting owned, getting the Triple Six treatment in 20 seconds against Athena. Now it is Koko going the offensive already onto Athena here.
Applying that jumping leg drop. Now trying to work on the lower body of Athena here by putting this modified figure 4. She's using her own leg to get that pressure applied, but Athena wiggled out of it. Athena gets Irish whipped here and reverses that, floats over and continues with that bulldog. Oh, look at this insult to injury here to Koko. And maybe taking a playbook out of the previous master Fires by Nature to strictly go into the upper body extremities.
We saw in episode 34 how Athena said that, she didn't want to have a personal feud with Koko after what she did to her at Beach Party Slam. She was going to be willing to turn the other cheek. But after Koko accused Athena, and Athena's mind accusing Athena for something that she did not do, Athena is saying that Koko is making this feud personal, and Athena will have no trouble going violent, making Koko bleed here tonight. And of course, Athena's nowhere near the violent type. And look at this crucifix-like submission. And now Koko's focusing on the face by throwing Athena face first on the mat. And we've seen in the past, Koko has joined the Crimson Mask Club. No thanks to the world's hottest tag team, her ex-fiance, Silverwolf. Thank goodness he's no longer with us in UWA. He made her bleed profusely. I love that first fight at the time was supposed to be her and Jeff's wedding. But of course, in recent weeks, Koko actually broke up with Jeff Becker. We quite just do not understand right now. Yes, in Koko's mind, she feels that Jeff was always holding her back, getting her, slowing her down, causing her to lose focus in her wrestling career. And ever since then, Koko's been all business here in the UWA, talking about she wants to win back the Women's Championship.
Oh, speaking of Jeff, by the way, since he's been released, how the heck is he still doing the UWA announcements, Rock Jock?
Believe it or not, new Steven. Even though Jeff Becker's gone, the enforcer Nick Willis wanted Jeff Becker's voice to still be around, so Jeff agreed to record all of his previous voices in his introduction. So now the introduction to every single match here in UWA is going to be done by Jeff's previous voice recordings.
Wait, so you're telling me all along he was doing it live? Well, anyway, I digress here. There's a match going on. Koko with that brutal knife edge chop and is taking Athena over there, that STO. Sambo suplex, where he goes springboard, cross body press. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now Koko will be going through all his stops, exposing that turnbuckle, that steel that just can cut through flesh like butter.
Of course, folks, tonight, the referee can't do a damn thing about it. Referee Robert Sweeney can't do anything about it because Luke is making every match here tonight no disqualification. course, a way to reward the fans for their patience throughout the show so far. So remember, if you just joined us or been through the show so far since the very beginning, all of that, I think that running senton off the apron. Uncle Sam, boycotting any bloodshed or violence here tonight. So if anything like that happens, then YouTube will block this video. And that did happen for 5 minutes, and we missed a lot of action. Thankfully, Luke was able to take back control of this show. Oh, that snap power slam by Athena, using the strength advantage over her Indian warrior opponent, and Koko only get a shoulder up at the last second.
Athena tried to follow up right there, but Koko blocked it. These two just going back and forth. Two makeshift tag team partners know each other so inside and out, and you wouldn't expect that from being makeshift. Koko here just wants to... Oh my god, this brutality here. Please stop. Of course, wants to get revenge for the release of Mickey James. Reverses the Irish whip here. Takes her down with that spear to the gut. Let's see how well that comes into play here. Is Koko going up top? What's she going to do? Oh my, that senton right on the gut. That's going to definitely apply the damage here. What's she going to follow it up with? My goodness, her ribs must be shattered. That Twin Peaks leg drop. What's she going to do here? I mean, how could Athena even possibly come back from this? That cliffhanger DDT.
And wait a minute. Oh no, my goodness. That cliffhanger DDT buster. Wow, this could be it. And Athena somehow managing to kick out the last second, maybe based on pure instinct. Oh man, look at this. Athena's now been busted open. Now Athena's a new member of the Crimson Mask Club. I mean, folks, when you knew these double X's love to go all out, hold nothing back in the ring, and prove that they're the best women's wrestling league in the entire world. But this unnecessary violence is just absolutely unnecessary. They don't have to bleed to prove how great they are.
Putting their body through its paces, seeing what the human body is made of. I mean, she might be competing with a fractured skull here, and she's definitely might be competing with the fractured ribs after those sentons applied from Koko. But that's not holding her back, because now the actions are to the outside. And oh my god, being able to make sure she didn't get shot into those steel steps.
Athena sending her back on the outside of that hot shot on the top rope. Yeah, folks, I mean, seeing Athena bleed out of all the other double X's is so much far more gruesome than having anyone else bleed, because, I mean, look at Athena, her blonde hair, her white wrestling attire, that blood is just so visible to anybody, even in the nosebleed section. That blood is dripping down from her forehead. It's like a side of a horror movie. And now Koko on the receiving end of those steel steps, and look at this, that side slam by Athena. Athena, he's probably going to want to try to make Koko bleed as well, perhaps. And she even said in her own words that she's going to make Koko, she's going to spill her blood here tonight and rearrange her pretty face here. And remember, folks, Athena's not the violent type. And Koko's finding a way to battle back here. And obviously, as the match progresses, this match is going to favor Koko in the long run, because every time Athena breathes or moves or anything, it's going to cause her to lose more blood, and to slow her down, and she's going to pass out due to blood loss. Of course, Koko's going to take full advantage of that.
Got a cover here on 2 and on your fall, and to go along with that, Rock. I mean, yes, the match has been going on for a while, and as long as it goes, your heart rate, your pulse is exceeding its maximum with every pulsating. Your blood it gushes more out of that open wound. And that's going to affect the visibility, as you said. And look at Koko continuing to work on the upper body. And God, that could be all, folks. Just a simple DDT. I mean, can do it. Near fall. So you hear the fans chanting Koko in the background. I feel the momentum is shifting in her favor, and yes, it has been. Athena hasn't really mounted to Munter, so you got busted open, but can you really blame her? Oh my goodness, what a huge tilt-roll backbreaker. Athena really needs to start to pick apart Koko's body here and wear out a specific part in place of the anatomy. I mean, that's what you saw cause Athena to bleed. Koko was focusing strictly on her face, and of course that being the more vulnerable place. And look at this, I think she might be hearing me. As I speak, oh my! Yeah, Koko might be out of it here.
This is exactly what he needs to do. He's got to be able to defeat Koko and wear her down as soon as possible. Throw everything at her, including the kitchen sink. And we've seen throughout the entire match ever since the beginning, since the bell rang. These two women have just focused on this, the head reads, and trying to make them each other bleed here tonight. So remember, folks, the marquee, the slogan, the mentality, the theme of tonight's CPV is not only is bloodshed allowed, it's encouraged. Not like this. I mean, you make your opponent bleed. Not only are you signifying that you're taking your opponent to the limit, that you're going to be absolutely eating this to destroy them. You just make someone bleed. This makes your job so much more easier to pull off a win here tonight. And there's a thing. That steamroller. Athena go up top here. This could be set up for a divine frog splash, perhaps. And there it is. And oh, that huge frog splash, the biggest frog splash in the UWA. This could be it for Koko in the middle of the ring. Oh, and Koko, someone mentioned to get her shoulder up there.
Oh man, that was just perfectly placed. She just steamrolled right in position, but still was not enough. And Koko once again finding herself in the corner. Oh my! Oh wait! Did that exposed turnbuckle? I think that might have busted Koko wide open. Oh my God! Please, Koko doesn't deserve to be bloody anymore. That has to be all. My goodness, the willpower of these women is just unbelievable, folks.
These two women want to be able to have an opportunity to compete for the Women's Championship of the World at our second biggest click-per-view claim to fame, our December click-per-view. Of course, this is the first round tournament match where the winner of this match will face Mona Loca next month on Assault. Look at this. And all around that power bomb, just dropping Athena the back of her head on that exposed turnbuckle corner. These two will have to do absolutely anything to get an opportunity to compete for the Women's Championship that claim to fame, but only they have to win this tournament. Look at that dragon suplex, bridging cover, only getting a 2 count. And I mean, you have to admire Koko and Athena's in-ring ability. You have to admire their tenacity, their will and desire to win this match here. That's the one key thing that puts the Double A's over in a league far from the knockout to the Divas. They just have more tenacity, more willpower than any competitor in the entire world of wrestling. I mean, hell, their will and desire and their ability their desire to compete in this ring this is equal to men here in the UWA. I can't say that for any other wrestling organizations, especially for WWE and TNA. And this Koko, uncharacteristic here, choking Athena on the bottom rope.
As you saw there, the more pressure Koko applied, the more and more the blood flowed out of Athena's wound. But Koko going on the outside is waiting for Athena to get up and hangs on the top rope. I can't believe she just fell right for that. But Koko on the apron just accepts that clothesline. Athena trying to go on the outside here. Oh, that elbow. Oh, wait, I think Koko might have rolled out the way at the very last second. Another side slam there.
We all know, we've seen based on experience in the past what can happen when two competitors fight on the outside. We really know these two are busted open, battered, and bruised. I don't want to think what these two can do each other on the outside here. Oh no, ladies, not in the front of us on our announce table. I mean, come on, there's gonna be a better way to resolve this. Oh no, don't do this again. Ow! That slam right in the folks on the announce table. Well, folks, there goes our announce table.
Athena can just get Koko back in the ring and cover. This match is gonna be over here. Taking quite a long time. She throws her back in and covers. But it's just been too much. It might have been too much time, and oh, there it is. My God, I was right. Only if this was a false count anywhere match, we could have seen Athena walk away with the victory here. That's the thing about those table spots. You waste time trying to get them back in the ring and pin them. And Koko trying to look to mount some sort of offense here, but from that huge spot to the table, that American Slam.